the Ronnie and Bo podcast show.
Yes, welcome, Bo. Good to see you.
Ron, this is so much fun.
It is. It's a blast. But why are we stuck in the studio here?
What's the matter? You don't like this studio?
No, it's a dingy backwater place. And
don't let my wife hear that. We're in the Woods Man Cave studio.
This is a.
What are you saying, Ron?
A shoestring budget.
Yeah.
This is the best, worst podcast that you'll ever listen to.
So what is your point? What are you saying?
I have no point, Bo. I mean, that's the point of this podcast. We have no point.
You just don't like the chairs in this podcast studio?
We are good enough to be out there in the finest of Prescott establishments doing, kind of like a live remote broadcast.
You think that we should take our podcast on the road?
I do. It should be the Ronnie and Bo Show tour.
Who would do that? Who would have us? Who would host us?
I don't know, but maybe they're listening. Nobody's listening now, but maybe
maybe someone could say that they heard this.
Yes, they'll say, I'm listening to the best, worst podcast that I've ever heard, and you've got to listen to it because you own this bar or you own this restaurant, and you've got to have these monkeys come in.
So you're saying, what you're saying to me is you think we should pack up the computer.
Yes.
Pack up the microphone. Well, it's not really hard, right? We got two headsets and
exactly.
two microphones, and we do need books. We do need books for our mic stands.
Right. We are tall individuals, and the mics are too short, so we have them stacked up on books, and you have them stacked up on Bibles, which is a great use of God's Word. Good job.
You noticed that?
I did. That's awesome. I have Harry Potter.
How many weeks did it take you to notice that? I
just noticed today, after 3 weeks of being together, I have Harry Potter and you've got the Bible.
So you know where the lightning bolt's striking.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to move over.
So what you're saying, let me see if I got this straight. We should record this podcast live somewhere. For example, Cuppers.
Yes.
Over by...
I don't care. Either one. We could do the big newer one.
I like that one.
Five Guys and the Mattress Firm and Trader Joe's, behind Trader Joe's.
So you think we could ask them for a table?
Yes.
And we could set up our equipment?
Yes.
And then we could beg people to come and watch us?
Yes.
At Cuppers?
Exactly. And then they can. That would be a win-win.
It would be.
They would have entertainment.
Yes.
But we would bring all sorts of people because we know everyone.
That's a good business plan.
We know everyone. Now,
you don't know as many people as I know.
No, Bo.
Right?
Come on. How many people do you know in this town?
What? How many? I can count on my hand more people I don't know than I do know.
Oh, man.
Right?
Okay, well.
I bet you I know more people than you do.
There is no way you know more people than I do.
Want to bet?
Okay.
You want to bet what? A gentleman's bet? You want to bet $1?
Yeah, I'll bet you a Coke.
I'll tell you what. If Cuppers has us over to do a podcast,
yes,
a live podcast, then the loser has to get the other guy a Coke.
Okay. All right. At Cuppers.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen at Cuppers, if it happens anywhere, if it happens at Chili's, if it happens at
Scouts Gourmet Grub.
Do you know that guy at Scouts?
I do.
Oh, no. You don't know him.
I do.
You're just making
Scott
things up.
Simmons is his name.
I know Scott Simmons, so we're even 1-1.
Good.
There's 2. You
and
know
he
Scott
does
Simmons,
the
I know
Baskin
Scott
Robbins
Simmons.
as well.
I knew that. So we're tied right now. We both know Scott Simmons.
And he knows the Baja Fresh in Prescott Valley.
He does?
Yes.
He did?
Yeah, he still does.
He owns it?
Yeah.
What does the guy do for a living?
No, he's got plenty to do. Ice cream, sandwiches, Mexican food. He's all over it.
So let's do a live podcast at Scouts. I love that place.
Oh, that's good. That sounds really good.
Now, how is Scott going to know that we want to do a live podcast?
Well, Scott better be listening.
Did I just say Scott? Is that his name?
It is Scott.
Scott at Scouts.
His son's name is Scout. And so
that's why he named
after him.
I do remember that.
Yeah, very cool.
So maybe we could do it at Cracker Barrel.
Oh, Cracker Barrel's
My
nice.
buddy Mike Lenz runs Cracker Barrel.
Wow.
That would be fun.
Would he? You know Mike Lenz?
Yes.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's fantastic.
Isn't that
he
neat?
runs the Cracker Barrel there?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Are we tied still, or are you up one on how many people that you know? You know what would be really cool if we go over and help out John Bissot at York Dodge.
Oh, we could do one in the showroom.
Yes.
Maybe we would need an extension cord, but maybe we could do a remote broadcast inside a Jeep.
Oh my goodness, that would be heaven.
I've seen that they have two. What are the Jeeps with the 4 doors?
The Wrangler or it's just Cherokee or Grand Cherokee.
The one that you used to have.
Oh yeah, Wrangler. Yep.
Okay,
unlimited.
so it's just a 4-door Wrangler?
Yep.
Limited?
Yep.
Okay. I see that they have 2 purple ones.
Oh man.
I just drove by there the other day.
See, yeah, so John Bissot, we're coming over and we're going to do a podcast in the purple Jeep.
I know Robert Manning, who works in the service department at Lamb Chevrolet.
Oh no.
So that's what we need to do.
I don't know him.
Well,
you do. That's amazing.
We need to make a goal,
yes,
a list of places that we would like to do our live podcast from.
Yeah.
And I think we should categorize it. Car dealerships.
Yes.
Restaurants.
Yep.
Bars.
Yep.
Yep.
Yogurt, ice cream establishments. Dessert.
Now you're going to say Franny.
Yeah, well, I've seen her. Actually, my mom lives next door to Franny.
Frozen Fannie.
Yeah, she is. She's frozen.
Wait a minute. There's a backup plan. You just reminded me. If nobody wants us to do a live podcast from their business, maybe we could set up in your mom's living room.
It's just as good as this living room. Oh my goodness. Well, I like that. I hope by now. I mean,
you just said hope, as in Brian Hope, the owner of Papa John's Pizza.
Oh my goodness.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Huh.
That's fantastic.
We need to. This is what we can do. We can try to figure out. Well, if we did it at a restaurant, they'd already have their food. But we need to do it at a car dealership and have Brian Hope's Papa John's Pizza for the people who come and watch our podcast.
Oh my goodness.
How cool would that be?
That would be fantastic.
This would be a good deal.
Maybe before you come get your pizza, you might need to stop at a bank and get some money out. And you could go to see Scott Fagan at Foothills Bank.
Now you're just a name dropper.
And spend some time. We could do a quick show in the bank because the bank is miserable. It's never fun. And so how awesome would it be to walk into a bank and have Ronnie and Bo being the best, worst podcast ever in there.
And you know what we could do is we could not do the podcast in the lobby of the bank to the guests, the people coming in.
Yeah.
We could stand at the drive-through window and do our podcast to the cars that come through.
Oh, my goodness.
Huh? I think we'd be arrested.
Yeah, seriously. Huh? That's
by the
true.
way, I know the president of my bank, but I don't know his last name. So you happen to know Mr. Fagan's name.
Yeah.
Mine's Robert at BMOHarris Bank.
Oh, that's good.
So there you go.
That's good. Well, Robert, we love you. Ken Lane at Waters Garden Center.
And across the street, my favorite guy, Louis Gomez, Prescott Tire Pros.
If we set up just right in the middle of the street,
we'd get run over.
We both of them. You could go get amazing tires from those amazing people there at Prescott Tire Pros, Louis and the crew, and then while you're waiting for them to fix your tires, you go across the street and you buy some plants and flowers, and you do it soon because Mother's Day is coming. Mm-hmm. So go get on that.
Oh, here's another one. Sandy Moss is a friend of mine.
Oh, wow.
And she does Sandy and Friends, the TV show on AZTV in Prescott.
Goodness.
Now, we couldn't do a podcast, but maybe we could beg her to be on her show.
Oh, my goodness. That would be amazing.
How cool. That would be better than a podcast.
I would beg for that.
It would really be cool.
I would. I see her billboard when I go home.
Yes, that's right.
She's got a whole billboard.
And Sandy and Friends, if we become her friends, then maybe we can be on the radio.
Then that means technically we're on the billboard because we're the and friends
that's right.
part.
There you go.
That's fantastic.
Who else do we know?
Well, we certainly know Mrs. Leza Dandos.
Yes.
Magic 99.1.
Leza Live and Local.
Yes, Leza Live and Local, and she's been gracious to have you on.
And you.
Several times. Me
Right.
only once, but you
Well, that's
several.
because you're not as
several
funny
ti-
as I am. And I'm a little better looking, so can you blame her?
You've got the face for radio, that's for sure.
What?
So
I
that.
think, was that a compliment? I'm not sure.
Oh man. Well, and then what I like to maybe mix this up, because this is a whole nother category that we have not talked about.
Yes?
I know Don and Elizabeth Greer at Prescott Gun Club.
Oh,
on
that
Iron
would be
Springs Road. And so
I think
we could set up, and I mean, would
it
they
might
let
be a
us
little
shoot?
Too loud.
Would it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we could be out in the lobby, or
Would we be set up doing our podcast near those paper targets, or would we be behind the shooters?
I was in there last week doing target practice with a picture of you on the on the wall,
and I bet you missed every single time.
I did. Well, I missed intentionally because I joked.
Didn't
but
have
I
the
love
heart
you
to
both.
hit it right in the center.
I did not. No.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So listen, what we need to do is we need to get the word out that we want to do a live podcast.
Yeah.
And have people come and watch.
Right.
And make it a big party.
Right. That'd be great if there was only a way we could get the word out.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
if they share it, I don't know.
Yeah. Share
on
it.
other people's
Yep.
Facebook pages.
Yep. So, I think that's our only hope. And so if there's any love in this community,
Right.
then
We'll
this will
do it.
happen. We will.
We're easy.
We are easy, and we're cheap.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
And
That's awesome.
all we need is something to plug into.
Right. We just need electricity, and we bring the rest.
That's right. Absolutely. That would be a lot of fun. There is one flaw.
Okay. What is that?
We only do 12-minute podcasts, so we'd only be there for what, 10 or 15 minutes?
Yep. That's probably it. Well, we could do 4 episodes.
Oh, we'd have to talk a lot longer. Make it worth their while.
Yeah, exactly.
To have us.
We could do longer, and I think that would be fun.
I've been told I can out-talk my stay.
No comment, Bo Woods.
See you, Ron.
See you, Bo.